4 different counts, both of them the same 4 counts, with conspiracy to commit murder, with conspiracy to possess weapons, with conspiracy to commit arson, and that's the first we've heard of that. We don't know what that involves, if that involves the Halifax Shopping Centre or not. And the final count was an interesting count that I've never heard before, but conveying a threat over social media. They'll be back in court. They face a long time in jail if they're convicted on these things, according to the Crown prosecutor. And it's very interesting because many lawyers say conspiracy is one of the most difficult things to prove, but the Crown says all we have to show is that they had a conversation about these things, and that could be enough to convict them of conspiracy.
Stephen Puttigold reporting from Halifax. The Parliamentary Budget Officer has released his estimate for the contribution of the 6-month mission in Iraq. Jean-Denis Frechette says it will be between $129 million and $166 million. But he also slams the government for withholding important information that he says would have helped with the analysis. Karina Roman reports.
Parliamentary Budget Officer Jean-Denis Frechette says his estimate for Canada's mission in Iraq and impact is based on very concrete information from the Department of Defense. Frechette says a number of requests for information were met with refusals, which he says appear to breach the department's legal obligations under the Parliament of Canada Act. This is not the first time the government has refused to work with the PBO, but Frechette said this takes it to a whole new level.
We even refused some of our analysts to meet with someone in the department just to discuss this methodology.
The new Defense Minister Jason Kenney released an estimate yesterday that the cost for the 6-month mission would be $122 million. The government is expected to push for a 6-month renewal of the mission. The PBO estimates a full 12-month operation would cost between $243 and $351 million. Karina Roman, CBC News, Ottawa.
CBC News has obtained documents that appear to show at least 10 Conservative MPs breaking the rules that govern parliamentary mail-outs. It appears the violations are similar to the ones that recently led to the NDP being issued a $1 million fine. MPs can send out letters for free, as long as the mail-outs deal with parliamentary and not party business. The Conservatives are defending their actions, saying the mail-outs were all approved by the House of Commons administration. Russian-backed rebels in eastern Ukraine say they've taken control of the railway station on the eastern outskirts of the town of Devolkova. A spokesperson for the Ukrainian military confirmed that battles were taking place on the outskirts, but denied the station had been taken. European Security Organization, the OSCE, says its monitors are still trying to gain access to the town. David Stern has more.
We have heard from Ukrainian government spokesman who said that there is fighting going on around the train station. He says that the government forces are holding the train station. The rebels say that they have taken the train station, but what obviously we can say is that the fighting has now shifted to within the city limits of the Baltimore. So very fierce fighting going on right now. Very tense situation right now, and obviously the question is how this will affect the ceasefire and the peace plan. Indeed, is there a ceasefire and a peace plan even to go back to at the moment?
That's the BBC's David Stern. At least 20 people have been killed in Haiti after a parade float came in contact with a power line. The accident occurred with thousands of people lining the streets of downtown Port-au-Prince. Witnesses say someone on the float used a stick to lift the power line so that the float could pass under it.